Hello beauties, it's your girl Beautyflyclaire. Welcome to my very first YouTube video. I just want to say a big thanks to those who have already subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for your support and I'm truly honored. And for those who have not subscribed yet, please to take a moment of your time and subscribe, and also hit the notification button so whenever I upload any new content you will be notified. For today's video, it's all about this look. Yes, it's the month of February, the month of love. So let's go share some love. So without wasting so much of your time, let's just go right into the video. Okay beauties, I started off with my eyebrows, which I did it off camera. Now I'm just applying these sticky tapes on the outer corner of my eyes just to have those dramatic straight edges. Next, I'm applying the LA Girl Orange Corrector on my eyelids. Actually, I use this product as a transition color and also a corrector, so I use it both ways. After applying it, I make sure I tap it in. I blend it in carefully. Now I'm going to use my Mercier setting powder, the orange, and I set that in. Okay, now I'm going with a precise brush. This palette is the Jaclyn Hill palette, the lightest brown, and I put it all over my crease. Now I'm going in with the darkest shade, the darkest brown, to increase the pigment, the darkness around that area. As you can see, I'm blending as much as possible, guys. You just have to blend, 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 blend. This time I'm blending, I'm using both colors now. At the outer corner, I use the black and the darkest brown to give it another color, a deeper color. I want that color at the edge so you can see the transition. It's very important for you to blend. If not, your eyeshadow is just going to be too mushy. It's going to be all over the place. This concealer is from Maybelline. I will just put it down below in the description box. So I'm using it because it's lighter to just give a clean cut crease. You do not want to rush with your cut crease, beauties. You do not want to rush with that because you want to have a good, clean cut crease. If not, it's not going to be a cut crease. It's just going to be, whatever. So now I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. So just watch while I do the cut crease. Now I want to set the concealer with the same Mercier setting powder. Just tapping. I'm just tapping in. And for this look, I will set it, but it won't be completely dry because I need to apply my eyeshadow on top of a damp concealer, like a little bit wet, not completely dry. When it's too dry, it's difficult for me to apply. And it's very important that you don't let the concealer dry down completely. You just need a little bit of that moistness so you can apply the red eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with the red eyeshadow. But before I do that, I spray my brush with the sleek setting spray. I love the setting spray because it just sets everything. So I put a little bit on my brush and I go in and tap. Then I just start tapping. Whoa, as you can see, it's just there. It's unfortunate that my camera is not really picking the color clearly as I wanted it to. I'm sure we're going to fix that. But then, as you can see, I'm just tapping it in. I'm not rubbing, I'm not dragging, I'm not doing anything. You just tap. When you tap, you keep mounting it to your desired color. Just keep mounting. I will do it as much as I can do so I can have the red color I'm looking for, the one I'm going for. Sorry, I was slightly distracted there. Duty calls. As you can see, I'm really tapping it in. I also do the same thing on the other side of the eye. Yes, just keep tapping and increasing it if you want to. If you want it really red, you have to put more. And this is very effective for eyeshadow palettes which are not that pigmented. So this is another trick for you. You just damp your brush. Some people use water, but I prefer the setting spray because I just want it to set. Then I'm going with this shimmery color around my inner duct. I want to apply it there. It's a bit on the pink side, so I put it there, but it's unfortunate you won't really see it that clearly, but I think you can see. Yes, you can see it. Yeah, there it goes. So I apply it there just to have that, that transition from light red or pink to deep and then dark at the end. Yeah, just blend it around the edge. And I'm using a very small angle brush so I can place it where I want it to be, exactly around my inner dog. I don't want it all over the place, so you need a small brush for this. Okay, I'm still going to go in again with the dark brown color to apply on the outer part of my eye. I think I wasn't satisfied with that look, so I wanted more color, so I'm just tapping it in just to increase it. And also it helps to, just blend the edge to reduce any harsh lines as well. So I'm just tapping it in. Now we go back to the lightest shade, because as you can see, I still have some harsh lines around there. And you see the way I'm holding my brush very lightly. I'm just buffing that part out, just lightly blending it, because I don't want to, I've just put my eyeshadow, I don't want to take it off, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm just lightly blending it, just reducing every harsh line and making everything just seems like one shadow. Actually, you can see the difference, no harsh lines, everything is just put together. This little kit is from Teayason. The Starlight, they call it a brilliant eyeliner. So I'm just going to take color number 2, yes, color number 2, and apply it on my crease, the cut crease, just to make the cut crease so obvious. You really want to take your time with this. You don't want to mess up your work. You don't want to mess up the line you've created, the perfect line you've created. So you just put it there, to bring the color out even more, let it pop. So you take your time to do it. I'll just do the same thing on the other side. Okay, now I will take the tape gently. You have to be careful because this part is very sensitive. You take it out and you see the dramatic end. I'm sorry I didn't show that clearly, but at the end of this look, you're going to see it is going to be so smooth and straight. Now the same color I applied on my eyelids and put it under my eye. Just apply everything there. Now I just set my face with a setting spray. I'm going in my Mercier powder, setting powder again, because I have oily skin, so I do this now just to reduce the oil on my face, just to keep the oil under control. I spray again. Yes, I do a lot of spraying. Now I'm going to go in with my foundation. It's still from the Maybelline Superstay, the full coverage. I'll put it in the description box below. The shade 850. Yeah. I'm correcting again all my spots with the orange corrector. I said it earlier that I use this as a corrector and also as a transition color on my lid, so it's a win-win for me. So I apply this everywhere I think needs to be corrected, especially under my eyes as well. So I apply that to a good amount because that area is always dark. Don't know what to do with that part. So I apply it. Now I'm going with my brush, just blend. I'm just tapping it in, just tap. It looks like I'm dragging, it's because it's fast forwarding. I'm just tapping it in, just tapping to make sure you don't drag. You just want it to be in place. Okay, now I'm going in with my flat brush just to make sure the concealer goes into the places I want it to be. I'm also taking this opportunity to clear every corner that I think, every corner around my eye that I think that needed to be corrected. So I have that finish, that good finish look. I'm just blending, tapping it in, tapping. Now I'm applying the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. Just highlighting my face with I'm also going to apply the Maybelline concealer, the one which is much lighter than my skin tone. now I will go in again. I'll go in again with my Mercier, the white translucent powder, just to set the concealer. I do not bake. I really don't always like baking. I put the powder everywhere I apply the concealer. I just apply it here and I tap it to set my concealer as well. This is my bronzer. It's a very affordable bronzer. I love to use my bronzer to contour my jawbones. Sometimes it looks softer than some contour. I just like it sometimes, but that doesn't mean I don't use my contour. I use my contour from time to time, but I wanted to use this bronzer for this look, so I took my bronzer and I applied. You want to blend your bronzer in, but you do it in an upward motion. You're pulling it upwardly, to lift your jawbones, to make your jawbones look like it's been lifted. So I'm also doing the same thing on the other side of my face. Now I'm going with my big fluffy brush. It has no product on it. I'm just, dusting out every excess product all over my face. I also contour my nose still with the bronzer. As you can see, I did my lashes off camera. Now I'm going to highlight my face with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And I'll be going in with the color, the Golden Dawn. I love this color. As you can see, it's almost finished. That's my favorite color in this kit. Just highlighting my nose. Okay, beauty, this is another trick that I always love to do. I just put the setting spray on my beauty blender and I take my highlighter and I just tap it in. This just changed the whole game. The highlighter it glows even much better. As you can see, you just tap it in. Just keep tapping until when you're satisfied to your desired look. Yes, there it goes. I just love doing it like this. It's easy for me sometimes, especially when you have glow kits that are not highly pigmented. Also do this. I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. But make sure your beauty blender is a bit damp. That is how you're going to achieve this glow. I just dust a little bit on my chin and on my forehead, so when you take your pictures, those places are so obvious and they are glowing. It just change the whole game. It gives you a good look. Now I'm carefully lining my lips with this dark brown lip liner. It's a drugstore lip liner actually. I just love this liner because it's so soft, so easy to apply. Next, I'm applying this lip gloss. It's also a drugstore lip gloss, which I'll give you the name in the description box below. I bought it on Amazon. I just love the color. I'm tapping it in just to set everything. Yes, now it's time for me to apply my lip gloss. This is a very cheap lip gloss, but it's so nice. It has stood the test of time over the years. The formula has not changed. And that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please thumbs up if you did. I love you all so much, and I will see you soon with a brand new tutorial.